greedy old bastards. So Forza 7 is out today. I think, probably. I don't give a shit. What I do give a shit about are exploitative gambling mechanics masquerading as fun loot boxes in video games. I'm sure you've picked up that about me already. And it just so happens that loot boxes are in Forza 7 and they take the ruddy piss. This news has been a bit old, but I've been a bit sick, so that's why I'm covering it now. But like I said, I don't do news shows. I do opinions and punditry and all that bollocks, so I can talk about whatever I want whenever I want to. And right now, I want to call Microsoft a bunch of greedy fucks.
Oh no!
Send that shit to Hades. We're gonna have a little fun with this one. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Please be so kind to hit that sub button. Like to hear your thoughts in the comments as well, and don't forget to share this out, man. This is all going to be a fun video, but I'm going to be bringing down the facts for real. So let's go ahead and get started. What's happening, gamers? It's KMega405 live from the 405, where I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamer. So yeah, we're going to have a little fun with this. We're not in the regards of trying to be negative, but trying to find a solution to one of the biggest problems that we've had this generation. Now look, I can't go back to tell you what happened in the PlayStation 3, 360, Wii era, because I wasn't into the social media thing like I have been here recently or for the last couple of years. And so therefore, I have not heard people give the biggest excuses about anything that's pertaining negative news towards a certain company. If we all know that Xbox gamers have been very critical of the Xbox brand this generation, and for some reasons, rightfully so. There's a lot of problems that the Xbox One have definitely had. So therefore, let me give my disclaimer before I get started with this video by saying, look, to the PlayStation fan out there that don't partake into the fuckery which is going on by making sock accounts, being funny, always being negative towards anything else than PlayStation, and cannot relate to PlayStation's shortcomings. This video is slated to those frauds that pretend to act like that they're diehard PlayStation fans, but still will not come out and say anything that is negative when PlayStation or Sony has done something that is not positive towards the PlayStation owner. Look, I am a PlayStation owner. I've owned every PlayStation console, multiple consoles, I may add, where the PlayStation 1 is probably my favorite console of all time. I've owned 6 to 8 of those consoles. If everybody remember the struggle, when that thing would get messed up, you would flip it over upside down, and you had to try to make the display because the eye was messing up or whatever. And I was just so fortunate to have a friend that worked at KB Toy Store, and I could just give him 50, 60 bucks and I could get another PlayStation 1. I've owned multiple PlayStation 2s. I've owned the PSPs, the PSP Go, the iToy, those nunchucks, the moves, the mics for SingStar, I mean, etc. I just have not owned a PlayStation VR or PlayStation TV or the Vita. I'm kind of scared of the eye herpes with the VR, and that's with any VR. So you know, it's going to take me a while to get one to mess with those. But regardless, as a console owner, as a supporter of the PlayStation brand, as a fan of the brand, I will go ahead and help you guys out, because it seems like there's so many that are so mild-mannered to not want to bring up anything negative when it keeps happening. And the problem right now is this. PlayStation was down yet again. 50 times. It was, what, 18 times last year? When the Lizard Squad hit, it hit Sony for over a month. Now we're looking at GT Sport that's having microtransactions? What? Are we really serious now? This is for the players? Or this is for the players? Come on. Come on now. Where are my PlayStation brethren? Where are you guys at? Where are you at to make the point to say, look, this is not right? How are you guys going to be excited for anything that has to do with streaming with PS Now or the future of what's going to happen with the cloud? Because it has been stated that the PlayStation will have cloud technology going to the future. But how are you going to feel confident about anything that's in regard to PSN when you keep having these type of problems? I'm looking for videos for them to talk about this, and they're talking about Xbox news. What? Nobody want to touch this? Nobody want to talk about this? So I guess it's just up to us. And it's crazy because there will be so much hate that will be brought in here like, oh, you X fraud, you this, do that. And I'm talking as a gamer. I'm addressing the same issues that I've addressed about the problems with Xbox or with any other console or if anything that's going in regard to PC. It's ridiculous to me. And I think that it's about time that more PlayStation channels address these type of problems. This is a problem. I mean, you're paying money for this. This isn't like when you had it with the PlayStation 3 where it was free and you kind of get what you pay for. You're paying for this service and they're obligated to do better. So my biggest question to PlayStation fans out there and for future PlayStation owners that may be, you know, Nintendo, Xbox fans, are you really excited for the PlayStation 5? In regards to if they're going to start getting more involved into streaming, they're going to get into the cloud. Do you trust PSN? Do you trust that network? As for me, I have to say no. 50 times is a lot of times, Jack. 18 times is a lot. Now, there's sometimes that you'll see articles that they'll say that, well, PSN is down, and there'll be some Xbox fanboys, they'll come out and say, oh, PSN is down, PSN is down, and it may be way out and bumfucked Egypt, but my PlayStation's still up, and I'll be quick to say, hey, my PlayStation's still running. I don't know what's going on over there, but over here, it's still running. But this is out of control. And yes, when Xbox have an outage, it is addressed, not only by the Xbox fan, but it's addressed by the PlayStation fan too, which is pretty ironic, right? So I implore to my PlayStation brothers and sisters out there, you may want to talk about console sales, and you may want to talk about analytics and numbers and achievements and trophies and all of that, but you better watch out because Xbox is coming. And while Sony is over here being cute and not being aggressive and making all these mistakes, I think Xbox is now in form. In 2018, it's definitely been their best year this generation. And with all these slip-ups happening with Sony right now, with in regards to the cross-play, with people can't transfer their accounts with Fortnite, to the microtransactions, to the PlayStation being down, for people losing their accounts for making memes, it is starting to stick. And instead of talking about these issues and just talking about Spider-Man, it's not going to alleviate the problem. And so I think that for the next generation, it's going to be the most competitive that we've ever seen it. And that's a great thing for gamers because Xbox, it seems to be in rogue by getting those studios, going to address more. PlayStation has their studios. They got great games coming. Nintendo has good, solid games. We don't know if they're going to do an enhancement, but Nintendo has been doing solid things with the Switch. PC is in its own regard doing its thing. So it's going to be very competitive. So there can't be no trial forever coming in, and especially with Steambox, all of these other things for what Xbox is going to do, try to lessen the price. Rumors of that the PlayStation 5 will be $399. It's going to be very fun to see, but these problems need to be addressed. So hopefully that PlayStation won't have these issues in the future. But I'd like to hear your thoughts about it. Let me know what you think about this. Do you trust PSN? Are you worried about the future of PSN regarding with the PlayStation 5? And everybody have a great one. And do not be a clown. Just play games. Stop being a troll. Because all that hate doesn't benefit anybody. We're all supposed to be gamers here. So everybody have a good one. Peace.
As a kid, I had a lot of money. Knotted up, rubber band money. Next to the Xbox, thrown in my Jordan box. I think it was my 13s. Something that I rarely rock. White and black high top. I used to wear the high socks back when I was balling shoes.